Chris Winters here, and I wanted to address directly the question that we're getting a lot, and that is people are wondering where the stuff is towards the end up here, okay? Particularly, we're getting a lot about the Google Places, and also for the business pages we use to convert over. Those are all coming, but by design, I didn't put those in right away. And the reason is I've seen people not do as well as they could in this business. And so I wanted to set everyone up for as much success as possible. So I set up each module in the exact order you would do to grow a business. So module 1 is picking out a proper niche. That isn't just randomly going out there and doing all the normal stuff, like I'm going to do garage repair. I'm going to do emergency dentist. I'm going to do roofers. I'm going to do painters. I'm going to do bail bonds. I'm going to do towing, all of that stuff. Okay. Look, there's so many more niches out there, and there's such a smarter way to go about doing it. I filmed 4.5 hours of detailed research, looking on my shoulder, finding new niches, some really exciting ones. And there's thousands of them out there, but no one knows how to really look for them. So even if you have a niche, ask yourself, are you making $5,000 or $10,000 a month off of that niche right now? If the answer is no, then I would dive into module 1 right now, no matter how much experience you think you have, and take a look at it. I've offered some incredible incentives in there. Just take a look at it for you to do this. Okay. You got to want this more than me. Okay. You can't, that's the foundation of a good business. Okay. Then after that, we've got to learn on that end of it. There's totally new rules to this game now. Next, on here in module 2, I guarantee you've never heard this before, but you have to be able to look into your areas. If you're starting out in, say, Houston, you've got to have your IP address. I'm not talking just a proxy. This goes so beyond just a proxy, okay? It's really advanced stuff. We've learned this the hard way, and we're passing this on to you. So this is step 1. You got a niche that can make or break you. You got a niche where every single sale is a difference between $5 you can sell it for and 15. You've just quadrupled your income. Okay. Take the time to do module 1. I'm offering and volunteering my time in module 1 to look over your data, give you feedback. Even I've offered an incentive in there. If before December 22nd, you submit your top 2 after you've done all your research, my team will do on our commercial account through Majestica, we'll do a full analysis of the top 2 competitions that you have, so that you really have a full picture of what's going on. It's so critical. Then once you got that, then you got to go into step 2. Okay. And this is, people don't talk about this stuff. You have to do this. Okay. Then the on-page, even if you think you know on-page SEO, look at this. If you've ever had any of my teachings back in 2012, it's completely different. Things have changed. You got to take a look at that now, okay? These take time to do. You've got to work these up in here. We've got a brand new WordPress theme with brand new plugins. They're not just brand new because we need something new. It's because they function better through trial and error, okay? Off-page SEO, our backlinking, completely different ball game, okay? I know everyone's like, okay, private blog networks, stuff like this. No, you need links that are local and high trust. So that means and theme based. So that means if you're in Houston and you get a plumber niche, you need to get plumber type backlinks from Houston. Okay, from sites located in Houston. It's easy to do if you know what to do. Okay, it's just such a different game. So you're building up on that end. But it just goes on and on and on here. So you're not ready yet. So you cannot go to do the way that we get our sites approved for the Google Maps is you got to have a real looking site. All of this shows in there. They'll look at your site, okay? They know everything about it. They know, hey, who's logging into it? Where are they logging in? How long do they stay? What's the link profile? They know where every link comes from. Okay, is it from all these other sites outside uh, of Houston, if that's your area? These are all red flags on here. You got to have a Facebook account for your profile. You've got to have a Google Plus on here, and we're not talking an empty one. It's got to be lived in, okay? But when you do this and you walk through all these steps and you get there, then you're going to be rewarded, okay? So this is not something that you just go right, fast forward to the end, and it's like, oh, now I got my sales page, and now I got my now I know how to do the Google Maps in there. You can't do it unless you have all these steps thoroughly done, prepared. Okay, it's just not. It won't work. Well, I know we've tried for years, but now we know how to do it. Okay, and no one else does. All right, but if we release that information now and it's abused and people are submitting halfway crappy sites and obviously spam type of lead gen sites, guess what? Our system ain't going to work anymore. Okay, we're going to lose hundreds and thousands of dollars, and you're going to lose the potential. Okay, you see how important this is? And people always, oh, well, I want to get the sales page, so I'm getting. Guess what? You got to have our system of closing 80% of clients only works. Okay, the key factor in there only works is if you've got leads coming in. If you don't have any leads coming in because you didn't follow the first 10 modules step by step, it ain't going to work. Okay, so please, if you think you know this, maybe you don't. Okay, and follow through with us. There's a lot of thought process been done in this. Okay, we've already released module 1 and 2. Module 2 was not released yesterday. We've already released module 1 and 2. Module 3 will be released tomorrow, okay? And I bet you haven't even completed this one. This module 1, if you do it properly, it's going to take you 10 hours to do at least. You need to do it, though. It's so important, okay? So that's why I know people come in and like, well, I already know everything about offline niche and everything. I just want to know the Google Maps thing. No, you got to do it properly. You got to do it the right way on here. You got to have a Google Plus account. You got to have a website that's been logged in from its local IP address. You got to have other links from other local businesses there that are in your niche. Okay, you got to have profiles that are in your niche. You got to have a Gmail account that's been phone verified by a local number. Okay, all these things have got to take place. Okay, so please trust me on this. This isn't there is no push button. Everything worth having takes some time, takes some work. But if I knew what I'm sharing with you right now when I started this 5 years ago, and I could follow all the way through this, and realistically, in 8 weeks' time, I could have something like this up and going, that would have saved me 4.5 years. So please be patient with that. Don't get the shiny syndrome in here. We got so many other things beyond the Google Maps on here. Okay, you're going to want to do retargeting, but you're not ready for retargeting until you got a Google Maps up, until you got everything else before that. That's why we've got it in that order on here. And retargeting, we spend thousands of dollars a day, but we have over 3,000 sites. So, but your budgets will be pennies for it, but it's one of the best ways to actually rank a site. But you got to have it's got to be the most realistic site with this fortress of local trust factors around it. Okay. And then the last one I hear, this is the killer. But you got to follow the first steps first. And the last one here, we've got the Google AdWords on here. This is the quickest, fastest possible way to scale like nobody's business. However, you got to have a budget to invest in it. And I know not everyone has got the kind of budget in order to do that. Okay, but the other modules are there, but you really can't do number 14 well, again, until you've got the other stuff set up. So we've got this in order like this for a reason on this end of it. Trust me, if you just got into this because there's only one little tiny piece, then just come in and get a refund right now, because I'm selling the whole pie, not one piece here, okay? But we got to make this thing properly together, okay? And I'm with you every step of the way. So, Chris Winters, felt like I needed to get that message out there because of the type of messages and stuff that we've been getting. We want to set the record straight, be completely transparent with everybody. We're always here to support you. I think you can feel that. I mean, I've been looking at our response time on our tickets, and they're really good. The longest one was a 6-hour response, but most of them are within a couple of hours, if not half an hour. Okay. My name is Chris Winters. We'll talk to you on a coaching call or the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.